Hi everyone, this is Pam at the Paper Outpost, and I'm very excited today to show you 5 brand new DigiKits that I've made for you guys. This is the August collection, and I just wanted to give you a quick peek through of what you can look forward to. And DigiKits are handy if you're interested in old ephemera or old papers or collections of themes or styles and you don't have access to them. Maybe they're too expensive, you don't have a place to store them. Sometimes just being able to print out a collection is the easiest way to go. So let's jump to it. All right, so the first one is, yes, it's Christmas vintage. I know, it's August. But you know, this may be the time to start thinking about what you want to make for Christmas gifts. Maybe you're going to make some things to, put out there in the universe, and you just want to have some neat, fun things to play with. So let me show you what is in this Christmas vintage kit, and then I will show you some examples of things that you can make with these kits, just to give you some ideas. And the ideas are endless, but let me back it up a little bit so you can see. Let me a little closer for you. Okay, so these are some beautiful vintage images from yesteryear of another time, and you're going to get 5 sheets. These are some pictures of some book covers related to Christmas themes, some Christmas cards from different places all over the world. Yes, Holly is up and at 'em. He's very excited about these DigiKits too, and a good variety here enclosed, some black and whites just for fun, and okay, there you go. So that is Christmas vintage. Let me say 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. Yep. All right, and there you go. So lots of different themes for you to play with, all sorts of things you can make with that. And in conjunction with that, I thought it would be fun to have some Christmas words along with your Christmas vintage images. Sometimes it's handy to have a piece of paper just to tear a word from. You can use book pages, or you can use printed digital kits for this. And these are some examples of Christmas words. I put this one, I gave you several different backgrounds, but also some plain white backgrounds so that you could make your own backgrounds or do different things with them. So this is like a Christmas style in the red and white. And this one is coffee dyed paper, with the words on coffee dyed paper. Now the words, they're all the same words, and they appear pretty much on every page. I think I might have added some words let me see, I changed my mind 1,000 times here. They look like all the same words. If there's any words that are in addition, it's because I worked around a picture or something like that in the background. So you get coffee dyed image, which is fun to work with in vintage. Here is a nice green evergreen bough picture with some greenish tones in the background with some white writing. And then here is a beautiful winter scene with some snow and icicles and blue tones and things like that. So you get a little variety. And then you also get a page of just the words on white. So you can put them on any background, or you can tear them out individually and ink them with vintage photo or whatever color you like around the edges to use in your journals. So there we go. There's that. Let's moving on to the next one. This is tickets number 2. Yes, I have bushelfuls of different kinds of tickets, and I really wanted to share these images with you because they're so cool. They're from all over the world, and they're just really cool. And sometimes I forget I have them, so I'm kind of going through my stuff to see what I can share with you. All right, so these are from Germany. Different, I think these are train tickets, if I remember correctly. And here are bus tickets from different locales in the world. Oh, I want to say Eastern Europe, if I remember correctly. Oh, somebody let me know. But these were cool, different colors, different styles that you can play with. Some different types of tickets, dance tickets. I love these old dance tickets. And admission tickets. All right, Holly. And to Yosemite, Port of Allegheny, and just some fun different things. So you can use different ideas. Here are some. These are really cool. These are New York World's Fair tickets. Yeah. And I put the front and the back on here so you could see them because I thought they were really cool. They're fun to use for, you can use them as individual tickets and make little tiny tags, or use them for page trim and things like that. Very fun. just a nice little collection of all sorts of different tickets. And again, more different tickets. So that'll give you an idea of what is available in tickets number 2. I'm trying to be mindful about how I name the files. So all the files will have different names. So if you throw them in one pot, you can easily find the related file. And I try to use somehow words from the collection so you can find the files easier. All right, so now along with the word theme, I also made a set of words using dreams, wishes, thoughts, blessings, and hopes. And these can be used throughout your journal or as if you make little tabs to separate your signatures and things like that. It's kind of nice to put a little inspirational something on the tab if you so choose. And I put these on 3 different backgrounds. This one is a big pink rose. And this is another coffee dyed so that you can use some, antique vintage style old pirate ship sort of looking paper. Here's a beautiful nature green and yellow scene. A little closer so you can see that. And it's the same words, but I found for myself when I have these handy and ready to go, I cut them in strips and then I paper clip them together and then I just tear off the bottom one as I need them, and they're good and handy that way. And I also included a white one so that you can do these up any way you like. And then I also did a smaller white one because sometimes you want smaller writing if you're doing page tabs and things like that. And you can use bigger writing in your journal somewhere to put like on the corner of a page or something like that. So just fun things to play with. I'm just trying to make things easier for you. Hoping these are helping create your little creative juices flowing. This one is called Foreign Booklets. And basically these are different identifications or passports or IDs or something like that. And I really like the covers of a lot of these. So I tried to put many covers, but also with a few pages of the inside if you wanted to print them out and use them on the inside. And I have some examples of that I'm going to show you. So yeah, they came out kind of cool. And they're from all over the world. I think a lot of these are from Russia or Ukraine. And they are fun to collect, and I believe these are ration stamps. If I'm reading this right, not 100% sure. They could be, anything. Let's face it, I have no idea what they are, but that was my guess. And just some old world paper that goes inside. Then these are blank, so that if you want to put little notes like, the train came at 12:02 or something like that, you can go ahead and do that. You could actually develop a story or a theme related to somebody's journey. Wouldn't that be cool? Maybe have grandparents or, family members that have come from far away. Okay, so that is Foreign Booklets. So if you're looking for those, these are going to be available in my Etsy shop. And let me show you some examples of how you can use this. There's so many ways you can do this, but I'm working on this journal right now. And I've marked the places where I've done things. So let me show you this. Whoop, let me back you up there. Make sure you're in the... I've got my mic on today. Good. All right. So I made a passport, and I thought this was a little travel passport where this person was very excited about travel. They love to travel, so they put some of the tickets of the places they have been, almost like an old steamer trunk style, on the passport. And then when you open up the passport, you have future tickets here for places that they are going to go. Okay, they haven't traveled to these places yet, so they have those tickets. They have more tickets of some unknown sort of other things that they need to travel to. Possibly they're going to, well, Lord knows where, the Connecticut New Haven division. Yes, they must be going to Connecticut. There you go. These are on different dates. These are cool. Some of these I have backed with, just copy paper or some kind of pretty writing paper sewn around. Give them a little place to write on the back if that's something fun. And here I made a little booklet into, I made the inside. I attached one of those inner papers inside, and you can adjust them to size. You have to trim the edges a bit, or just ink the edges if it doesn't go right to the edge. But you can cross-pollinate those in there. And then I went ahead and I just put some staples in here to make it look like an actual little booklet. So, and I inked around the edges with that. So that is fun, showing a little journey. And here is a picture. You might want to, maybe this is a gentleman's booklet, and he's taking his picture of his one true love with him. And I just backed this on black paper, black cardstock, and then just used a white jelly pen to make some little stitching signs around, which makes it kind of look like leather stitching. And here's another little booklet These are very fun. And this one I used the ration stamps. I'll just call it that because that's what I think it is. And so very cool, right? You can just have these little things tucked in here, and lots of fun to be had, lots of things to play with, and you can make these little things up rather quickly and add them to your journals. You can clip the whole passport into your journal, or you can glue it down onto your journal, however you would like. Just something fun to think about. Okay, so let me show you what else I made here. Oh, right. In this little pocket, I made some Christmas books, little notebooks basically, and those little front covers I thought made really cute little notebook fronts. So here I used some of the Christmas words in here, Christmas cookies, and I just stamped some stamps, and they have some writing paper, different kinds, all crinkly, sort of fun, and I used a stapler to put it all together. Very easy, very quick, very fun. I went around and inked the edges, done in 2 shakes. And this one, I had some fun with same concept. I put frankincense here. And hey there, hang on, let me see if I can get him to quiet down. Hold on, I'll do a food bribe. Okay, I'm back. Let's see how that works. All right, I have some of these stamps for winter, summer, spring, and fall, and I just put these in here as if this might be a little log that somebody might use, and they got it for Christmas, so it's almost like telling about the next year to come, a little mini diary, and just tuck those in a pocket. How easy is that? All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh, I used the New York World's Fair ticket strip as a page trim. Very fun. All right, just a simple one. I cut this out from Christmas Vintage, and I sewed on some white cardstock on the back and sewed it around. Hang on, let me go bribe some more. And here's a little tiny, I'm back, and here's a little tiny journal card that I just tucked into a very easy pocket. Here is an upper tuck, and let's just say that you could tuck something under here. And this is one from the a Christmas Vintage. And I guess I'm getting excited about Christmas. Oh boy, very excited. Okay, here is a little one down here that I just used as an adornment on little layered pockets here. And there are, why can't I have like a million things to stick in journals? I can't find one right now. All right, here we go. Here's one. All right, but yes, here we have, you can stick something under there. Oh, yes. And you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Oh, did I make a pocket? Look at that. I made a pocket. Okay, this thing is too big, obviously, but I think you get the idea. And so you can use it to build pockets upon pockets, which is a very fun idea, and it really creates a lot of interest in the journal. Here's another. Is this? No, this is just glued on as a decoration. And this is from the Christmas Vintage. And it's kind of a snowy scene. Is it snowy? Yep, no, it's got Santa and the reindeer. Yep, very Christmas. And oh, nothing there. I don't know why I had that one there. Okay. Oh, here's a bottom corner tuck. So you can use these as journal cards or as pockets or tucks, depending on how you like to dress up your journals, or you want to add extra things or not. So those are just some fun ideas that you can do with your DigiKits. So I hope this inspires you a little bit, maybe give you some ideas of fun things to do or make or create. I want you guys having lots of fun out there, creating things, having fun. Did I say having fun? Yes, that's the number one thing. I want you to have fun. Don't get frustrated. Remember, it's only paper, and you can pretty much cover up, glue over, and hide things if they don't work out. So just remember that. Don't give up on your projects. Sometimes just set them down for another day, and you'll be up and at them, looking at them again, going through them, just trying to see, oh wait, maybe I could just do this one little thing and it'll make it all wonderful. So I encourage you to have fun out there. These DigiKits will be available in my Etsy shop for purchase. And along with that, there are, I think, 45 other DigiKits that will live there and are also available for purchase. And so have fun. And remember, I hope you found value here. Please like, subscribe, and share. Click the notification bell. If you're looking for any tools or products that you see me use on the videos, please check out my Amazon store. I try and put links for things there because I know you guys are trying to find things. But you can find a lot of these things also in Hobby Lobby or Michael's or eBay or, other places as well. So, get the best deal that you can find for you. And please sign up for my monthly emailed newsletter. It's free, and you get junk journal tips. You get a free digital image emailed to you every month. You get a checklist of supplies and a note from the bookmaker. So there's all sorts of fun things you're going to get in there. And my videos come out Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Podcasts, which are audio and also free to listen to, come out Tuesdays and Thursdays. And all the links are down below the video. Playlists, I try and put a bunch down below the video and at the end of the video, but you can also find them on my channel called The Paper Outpost at YouTube. And you can find me on Instagram, Pinterest, Etsy, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. Come and join the Facebook group. We're having a lot of fun over there, doing weekly and monthly challenges. It's something different all the time, trying to shake it up a little bit. And people are very friendly, very helpful, and we love, seeing what you're making. You're welcome just to lurk and look, which is totally fine too, because sometimes you just need a little inspiration in life to get you going. You know what I mean? That's all you need. And please remember that fun can be simple, and to create with reckless abandon, everybody. Now go out and have some fun out there. You deserve it. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.